Hello, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about a term, not my term, but a term that's known as social proofing, for as internet social platform, including ones here on YouTube. Um, so the video was entitled, like I said, I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down, y'all, because like I said, I was researching a lot of stuff. How I discovered creators are using social proofing to boost their channel. And if this statement wasn't as valid as it is, literally, since I've been posting about the new AI algorithm changes that are coming, and it's not anything that I'm just throwing out there. This is what's getting ready to take place. Now, if you're into the tech side, then you know what I'm telling you is absolutely spot on. Maybe if you're not in on the tech field, you may not be informed about this information, but as YouTube is evolving over to the AI technology. And let's go ahead and put something out there. AI, artificial intelligence, is not what a lot of people just assume it is. It is what people are looking at on the forefront, but it's something much deeper to that. And once you get the concept of the whole AI system and you look at what's actually happening now, they're telling you what they're doing far as the AI um, algorithm. They're just not explaining it to you in depth. Okay, so typically when someone is trying to bring something out, they give it to you in pieces in order to desensitize you from the information that's getting ready to happen. Now, like I said in a previous video about desensitizing, some people do it because they don't want you to be fearful of it. Right? Now, we're going to come back to this whole AI thing because I want to really get back to the social proofing. Man, this is crazy because today I kind of experienced that a little bit about talking about the AI and where the new algorithm is going to. I did a video, you probably watched it. If not, go back and check it out. It was talking about uh, live video school and what happened on a post that he made about vlogging and not doing it. And I was telling him very quite nicely, wasn't trying to be rude, wasn't trying to be taking over his thing. I was just saying, well, actually, with the new system that's getting ready to be implemented, logging or vlogging is actually going to be a niche that really takes off. And based upon that, he kind of uh, call itself trying to belittle me, so to speak. And of course, anybody that knows me and watch me knows I'm a very outspoken person. So, but I'm going to do it professionally because, like I said, I come from corporate America. So I know how to handle people like this. And it was kind of disappointing because I always held him at a high regard because he came off as someone that wanted to help everybody, right? Well, I guess help you until you tiptoe on his cash that might interrupt his cash. But really, I wasn't trying to do that. I was just giving out information as I always do on my commentaries, on my YouTube videos, or whatever. But he was trying to say, based off of what I was saying, because I was saying that that was the older system. Not that I'm telling him he's, older or giving or whatever. No, I'm saying the system that you're speaking of is the older system and they're transferring over to a new one. Now, I'm not going to get so much into what we were saying back and forth on this video because if you want to watch, if you want to hear the conversation, I made a video reading exactly what I said and exactly what he said. I didn't change absolutely nothing. Right? So that way you can form an opinion for yourself and see whether or not he was coming at me wrong or I was just giving information like I said so you could see it. But the reason I'm saying that is from that conversation, he blocked me, which was what made me do the video. So just in case anybody saw my comment, I wanted to clarify up what actually happened on there, right? Well, after my video, I did get unblocked. And a viewer of his, I guess, decided to speak up on his behalf when I was unblocked and I was unblocked. He wrote me directly. Now, outside of live school, um, the person that talks for live school, he didn't say anything after to me else to me after he blocked the video. But one of his viewers um, decided to kind of be make a little smart comment, talking about my channel as to, with all this information that you have, where are you getting it from? All I see is that you have is 600 subscribers. Now, mind you, I make videos daily. So I know if he was looking at any of my videos, he would have clearly saw I did not have 600 subscribers, and he would have saw that my subscribers had grew in a short period of time, right? So I had responded back off of his, and I don't know if they probably deleted my message by now. I don't know, but basically he was basically saying because you have 600 subscribers, you don't know what you're talking about versus this man here who's been in the industry for 15, 16 years, okay, or 25 years or whatever, however many years, because he didn't specify the year. He just said he's been on the platform for a long time. So then I proceed to tell him how long I actually been watching and studying the platform. And then I told him how I just actively got on as of October of 2024. And I have been implementing stuff that I have been learning. And from that, my channel has grown substantially since I've started doing that. Okay. Then I referenced to him, you're coming at me about my video, but you have 13. Right. So then he came back and he said, "What I said that based off of your comment, since because you don't have that many viewers, you don't have that many subscribers, then how could you say what you're saying about it?" And so I responded to that person and said, "Well, so what are you saying? Because someone has a few subscribers or not a lot of views, then they're not knowledgeable about what they say?" He quickly then went to look at my channel and then came back and said, "Oh, I see that you are growing really fast. So I'm gonna go watch some of your videos." Okay, here's the thing, y'all. We look at people on these statues as if more means better, and it doesn't. And that's what drives a lot of people into this vanity metrics that we're dealing with on social media, where people seem to look at what a person is doing versus what they're saying. And it's driven off of entertainment, sure entertainment. And I've said on many of my videos, if entertainment is all you seek, then entertainment is all you get. Anybody that looks at my channel know I'm a person that tries to help as many people as I can, and I'm not attaching any type of monetary value on top of that. Okay? But I've also said I understand that YouTube is a platform for sales and marketing. So I know that everybody on this platform will not have the same mission as I have because the platform is designed to market stuff and to sell stuff. That's the whole way all of you YouTubers are paid, by advertising ads on your content, which typically means marketing, right? So when they market, what happens from marketing? Sales come from marketing, right? So when they're advertising on your video, these potential people that's paying all the advertisement fees to YouTube, the CPMs, are then paying YouTube, and YouTube is paying you a very small percentage of what they're actually getting. So therefore, you are to YouTube leverage. Okay. So before you say someone that has a small number of subscribers don't know what they're talking about, I suggest you do your research on the person that you're talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and go from there. There are several niches on YouTube. However, it's kind of split down the middle as to the category they're going to go in. Either it's going to be educational or it's going to be entertaining. And then several other initiatives will fall in between all of that. Okay. The problem with social proofing and vanity metrics is that most of that is attached to what a person looks like. If we take it out of the social world and we put it into the real world, people are looking at people either by the color of their skin, by the cars that they drive, by the house that they're living in, by the outfits that they wear, and by the money that they have in their accounts. All right? So let's flip it back over to the internet. When you flip it back over to the internet, that same concept goes into this when you're looking at people solely because of the subscribers that they have, although you need them, and the views that they get, although you need them. All right? Those are two things that you need that people play off of when you're talking about social proofing and vanity metrics within YouTube. Let's explore that for a second. Typically, when a person plays on your emotional side, right, for entertainment purposes and not educational purposes, they show you their revenue checks. And they'll never show you the revenue checks when it say $100 or $200. They show it to you when it says 6,000, 9,000, 20,000, and so forth and so forth. Why do you think they show that to you and not the bare minimum? I Before I answer that, I give praises to the ones that take you behind the scenes and show you when it was a penny that they got paid for their revenues, or when it was $10 that they got paid for their revenues. Because you should be thankful when somebody is watching you and you're able to make a profit off of something that, although may look like a 15 or 20-minute video that you stick up here, or a 5-minute video, or at least a 3-minute video, because if you go past 3, it's going to be considered under 3 is going to be considered a short, right? But I appreciate those content creators that will show you the growth, the bare minimum, right? And then educate you on the real being of the real world, of the real content of what's actually happening with YouTube. I very much appreciate those content creators. But for the ones who show you this stuff only for you to do one thing, boost them up and offer you absolutely nothing to get you where they are, that's the people that I look down upon. That's the people that use social proofing and vanity methods to pull people in like a cult following. You'll know them. And don't think I'm talking about my girl DD. I'm not. Don't think I'm even talking about Dante London. I'm not. All right. There are several people on this platform that does the same thing as these two people here. One person found, now I'm talking about them. Okay. One person, it was found to be a scammer, yet everybody still loves her. Okay, even though her channel is dwindling down. Why? Because people are waking up, and without any type of educational value on your channel, entertainment does not last long, right? Other person, Dante, who is following in a carbon copy pattern of DoorDash, right? That did not have any type of value to his stuff. Now he's starting to add some basic stuff, but however you start off, you need to evolve, right? But you need to evolve realistically. You can't go from I'm struggling with this and oh you YouTube don't care, it's on easy mode, you don't have to do nothing, to the very next day I'm getting into talking about finances and commentaries, and I'm gonna start doing commentaries and teaching y'all about finances. Because you got a $20,000 check or a high check, you can now talk to somebody about finances. Let's be realistic here. Okay, now I'm talking about those two. Before I made the example, I was just talking about everybody that does it and everybody that copies this model. And the only reason these two people have done it because somebody before them have done it as well. And they just saw the check and they just started doing it. Oh, here's my check. Here's the check that I get. Okay. And really, if it's for entertainment purposes only, I wouldn't even have an issue with that. The problem that I have an issue with when you make people believe they can do the same thing and they can't. Why? Because you're not being honest as to what got you to that point to begin with, right? You just caught on to something, and whether it stays up or go down, you got caught up. The people that you are talking to didn't get caught up into that, right? They might join in on it, but it might be on its way down. So they're not going to get that same outcome. So that's where I look down on that, where people are playing on other people's emotions. And I did write a little thing down that I do want to read from this paper so I don't hit any points. Okay, so I wrote easy mode. This is what people are saying is the movement, that YouTube is on easy mode, and it is not. This is why they're saying YouTube is on easy mode, because they're seeing authentic, raw people on the platform connecting to whatever struggle that they're going through. And people will play on this and not really be authentic. They will tell stories, but they will tell stories, and stories is a strong point, but stories with no value to help someone else, well, that's just self-serving. That is not, that's just you telling the story to make either somebody feel sorry for you or feel happy for you, to react for you. That's it. It ain't doing absolutely nothing for the people, but the people are caught up. And all these platforms know that that is very addictive to everybody that's on these platforms, especially for a significant amount of time, right? So, y'all need to be careful because people are playing on y'all emotions. And a lot of this stuff, they ain't even first happened. Then what happened? When they get the money, they want to keep the money because now they done got money hungry, right? So now they're gonna start doing all kind of stuff to make sure you stay in. Why? Because it brought you in there. What's happening on the back end? People are seeing a whole bunch of views, a whole bunch of subscribers, big old checks, because that's what you're given. And they're locked and loaded and focused in on that. All while forgetting they're not being told anything other than you could do it too. Don't let anybody say anything negative to you or try to make you feel anyway. Oh my God, this crap is so easy. Just get on YouTube and you can do it and you can have a check just like me. How? How am I gonna have a check just like you? All you gotta do is punch the button and record. Record what? Don't talk about nothing about how to record the video, how to structure the video, how to set up the video, the key pointers of the video, nothing. Just tell you to push a button and go on. And so what then happened? People push the button, record, saying whatever, because all you got to do is talk about your life. At the same time, it's telling you that people don't care about you and what you got to say. Well, if people do not care about you and what you got to say, then why are they watching you when they ain't get no value? Let me tell you why, people, because y'all are being entertained by the hype. So if entertainment is all you want, then entertainment is all you're gonna get. And you still ain't gonna get no views. And you still ain't gonna get no watch hours. And you still ain't gonna get no subscribers. Because all they gave you was entertainment. Remember, there are a lot of niches on this platform, but there's only really two categories that they're gonna fall up under: education and entertainment. Plain and simple. That is it. Right? You can throw that off into various sections. Okay, if you're going shopping, it's entertainment. Right? If you're teaching somebody how to fix a car, it's educational. If I'm teaching you how to do YouTube, it's educational. I might throw a little excitement up in there, but it's still educational. Okay, so you better know what it is that you're watching and why you are coming here. If you're coming here as a viewer, then simply be entertained, then be entertained. But if you're coming here because people are saying small content creators gather here, then when you gather, they better have something to tell you. Or else they're just dragging you along in their success, then throwing it in your face. And what do I mean by throwing it in your face? I mean by you doing all the support, and almost half of these people that are telling you this aren't subscribing to your channel, are not watching to your videos, are not making comments on your videos, on their videos that you're supporting. That's what I mean by that. Right? But at the same time, you are supporting them, and and crazy enough, in a cult like fashion, to where if someone was to come and tell you what is going on, you would defend them for entertainment versus the one who's trying to tell you for education that can actually help you. It's really crazy, and it's because they're playing on your vulnerability and the fact you want to have something that is authentic. There are authentic people that's not going to play on your vulnerability, but will help you with what you need to know, plain and simple, right? And they do so by engaging with you. Now, some of them will actually engage with you in the comments. Most of them is just going to say something that you said in the comments and don't give you no recognition for what you told them in the comment. Not that everybody need to be recognized for what they said. No, no, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, when you make a practice out of taking something from somebody without giving acknowledgement back, then it all boils down to just being selfish, right? So I'm going to end this here because I do want to come back with another video about the new algorithm that I was talking about and what's actually going to start happening with that as well, right? But I just wanted to make this video to let people know and recognize what is happening to you, or because what is being programmed for you to do. And you think Google, aka YouTube, don't know this is happening? They're banking on it. All right, y'all. Well, hopefully this information is helpful for you. Hopefully you can recognize, follow me for more helpful, valuable tips that I will give you, and information that I find out that I'm more than willing to just give out to you for free. But it's funny sometimes when you offer stuff for free for somebody, for people, they feel it's not valuable because it's free. But when you say the same information with a dollar sign attached to it, oh, it's gold, pure gold. But hit like, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay tuned in. Click the bell because that triggers the algorithm. And as always, be your brother and your sister keeper. Keep God first. And toodles.